Hello YouTube, this is Antibody from Team Xonotic, your favorite open source first-person shooter. And I'm really happy. Want to know why I'm happy? Well, I'll tell you. I'm happy because I'm introducing to you, for the first time in a video, Xonotic 0.8.1. That's right, folks. These numbers up here on the left are correct. We've just had a new release as of yesterday evening, so cool stuff. So, this video, what I'd like to do is go over visually some of our new features. So let's start right off the bat with the UI. How about that UI? So our wonderful, super talented artist Sev has done a new UI theme here. So you can see the little edges here are completely different. The sliders, they look totally different and really nice. It really emphasizes the clarity and crispness of what you want to see in your options. I think it's beautiful. Sev, you may know as the author of the Zelanium font and some of the simple items. But yeah, I mean, take a look at this. It's beautiful. Look at the icons over here. I mean, gorgeous all the way around. Okay, so another thing that I wanted to specifically call out are things that were hard to kind of describe, kind of like a video is worth a million words kind of description here, is this little filter box. So one of our new developers, buddy friend Guy, made this filter for our maps to make it easy to identify certain maps if you have a lot of them, because, you know, as it often happens, you get maps, you drop them in your data folder, you have a lot, and hey, maybe you don't remember their names as much anymore, but you remember like a certain keyword or a substring. So in the past, you had to remember basically an exact prefix of the maps that were on your system. Well, no more. So substring searching is now enabled with this little filter. So let's just say I remembered keep in storm keep. Well, I don't have to remember the storm part of it. I could just type keep and boom, there you go. So really nice filter functionality. It's the little things that really make things nice here. So thank you very much, buddy friend Guy. One other thing you'll notice, kind of see it a little bit, is Terrence Hill has done some work on these menu sliders, and so you can see there their behavior is like a lot more smooth towards the top and the bottom of the list. So as this slider approaches the top up here, it kind of decreases its acceleration. It's kind of like, you know, given that little bit of affordance, but you know, again, it's the little things that matter, and this immediately stood out to me. All right, so let's talk about maps. We have some new maps that have been resurrected from days of old. So let's just see, using my lovely filter, I can go to one of my favorites. So Final Rage, big time duel map that I've been a fan of for years and years. Well, it was redone a lot. The layout was changed by Low, and also I think ProRaid helped do it. So if it will load. Are we gonna load? Yeah, okay. There we are. Alright, so let's take a look around this map. So this, again, is Final Rage. A new layout, which it looks basically like the old one with a new skin right now, but there's some more elements down here. So let's see. So this is kind of the major addition here. Instead of a teleporter down here, which used to let you drop in on the Mega Armor room, now it's a warp zone, and you can see your Mega Armor is over there in the corner. So where the warp zone is now is basically, this was just a wall here. So this was basically a trap before, and the teleporter exit was up over here. So not anymore. Now you can get the drop on somebody going for the Mega Armor by just going through the warp zone. So very nice stuff. You know, I'll also mention that when you fire a projectile through the warp zone, it makes that little sound. I don't know if you can hear that. Let's see if it does it with the blaster. Yes. So there you go. So that's kind of an auditory notification for your opponents. So you just can't use the warp zone for free. You have to make an intelligent decision about when and why you want to use the warp zone at all. So very cool feature. I really do like the small tweaks here. They make a lot of a difference. Okay, so let's just go through this remaining little room here that I didn't show. This little lower area. Again, there's that warp. Okay, and you know, all your favorite trick jumps are still in here. You know, they're still there. Some of them may be a little bit harder to do, but you know, they're still there. Great dual map. Enjoy that one. All right, so let's take a look at another one. Again with my handy dandy filter. Warfare. So this is Warfare. This is another resurrected classic map that's really ideal for kind of small free-for-all or 1v1 duels. So full of little traps, but you have lots of wonderful ambient noise around here that Madden has added. So hear the breeze as you come up here in this exposed little ledge area. Let's walk over here towards the super exposed Mega Health. If you've been watching any of my videos, you'll know I'm a fan of exposed Mega items. Make it risky for dual or free-for-all players to go and get those items. That's always a nice thing. Okay, so, and I think we saw this before, the Mega Armor is down here. So, Warfare. Also, this being resurrected, I'm not sure this was always there. Actually, I'm pretty sure that it wasn't, as I'm having some weird issues with my mouse, not wanting to fire. But yeah, this guy, it kind of obstructs the path to one of the key weapons over here. So the Devastator's right over there. So before, you could basically just rain down some hell on your opponent, but maybe now it's a little bit more difficult to do so with the obstruction. Okay, let's just see if I've covered all the little corridors properly. This teleporter. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, so that's Warfare. Next up, let's go see Atelier. I'm not sure if I should say it with kind of like a flair, like a atelier, or if it's just Atelier. But, yeah, I'm sorry if I've butchered it, but cool map. Anyway, as we'll see. Alright. So, this is a bigger map, and it's immediately apparent that one game mode really stands out, and that's TDM. So, for those of you who've been around for a while, will most certainly recognize this map as being like the TDM map that everybody plays at least once a session. It's really great. Okay, so it's big enough to give your team some time to maneuver and maybe make a play on some of the mega items, or this exposed platform where the strength comes up. But it's small enough where you still get a lot of action. So here's the Mega Health. Let's take this little corridor down here. Okay, we saw that this teleporter leads up there. Okay. Let's see, what other hallways did I not show off in this one? Probably a little bit in here. Oh, I know where we haven't been. Over here. So this is the Vortex must-have weapon. One of my favorites. Highly recommend. Yeah. So there's kind of a room where you can go to lick your wounds. Be careful of that teleporter exit. People can and will sit here and take you right out as soon as you come out of the teller. So player beware. These explode? They don't. Anyway, alright. Atelier. Good stuff here. Okay, onwards to another really cool usability feature. So pay attention to the HUD panel to the left, where you see a little green shieldy thingy and a orangish reddish healthy thingy. Okay, those are called item timers, and they do as you would expect. So they show you when the mega armor, the green one, or the mega health, the orangish reddish one, are up and available. So this is intended for kind of newer players or those inexperienced with timing items as you would in competitive matches. So it's there just to provide a visual reminder to help you improve your game. So here's why. So let me take this mega armor, and you see immediately on the left that shield started counting down. Now in Xonotic, the mega items, of course, they will spawn every 30 seconds. And so this is just a way to be like, alright, here's your reminder, so you don't have to keep it in your head exactly when things are moving. But, you know, maybe after a lot of practice with this, because it certainly took me a long time to get the timing right, but eventually it becomes kind of baked into your skull, so hooray! Anyway, so Terrence Hill did these, and they are available as a server-side option. So not all servers are going to support this, but I will say that the Super Mario Brothers servers, the SMB servers, certainly do. Pretty cool feature if you're trying to level up your game to be a little bit more competitive, because being able to time items is just critical, not even just in Duel, but in just about all game modes where mega items are present. So let me also mention that although you only see 2 items in there now, that is just 2 of many. So if the map has like a strength or a shield or something like that, those will also show up in there. I'm not entirely sure of the complete population of things that will show up in the items time HUD panel, but I do know that those do show up. So anyway, great little usability feature there. Items time by Terrence Hill. Okay, so here is another feature that I really like. It's this little game type voting screen. So server administrators can choose to use this, but like we just saw, it allows your player base to select the game mode that they want to play next. This is another one of those great little usability improvements, because previously the players had to know the specific voting syntax, so they had to open up the console and type in the right incantation of things.
1, begin.
I'll let the game begin. They had to type the right incantation of things to switch the game modes on the server. Now it's much easier. They can just, basically click on the screen or, hit the appropriate number for the game mode they want, and, acts like regular voting. And then you go into the map selection screen, as we just saw, and then you're in a map. Very cool stuff. So this is that particular implementation was done by a developer called Melano. And I'm not going to say his full name because apparently I butchered it in my last video. So many apologies, profuse apologies to Melano. But you've done great work on your voting screens. So, and there we have it. So this concludes my video review of Xonotic 0.8.1. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, you can get the latest release of Xonotic on http://www.xonotic.org. You can always stop by and say hello to us also on QuakeNet's IRC network in the Pound Xonotic channel. Once again, I'm Antibody from Team Xonotic. Thank you for watching and happy fragging.